Hiya, I'm Sparkles, and welcome to the video. As I was coming up with video concepts, I was eating some strawberries, and all of a sudden, fruit as magical girls. So here we are. As always, 4 fruit, 4 magical girl designs. Now, I say magical girls, but the designs aren't very stereotypical magical girl-like, but I make my own rules, and magical girls is a very arbitrary concept as it is. I tried to pick fruit with different colors because it'd be pretty boring if I only did red fruit or only green fruit. And of course, we're going to start off with the fruit that started it all, strawberry. Now, strawberry was probably the most detailed out of all of them because it was my first magical girl, so bear in mind that when we see the next magical girl that looks wildly different from Strawberry's design. So I start off with a basic silhouette and pose, and then I start on the final sketch layer, and then the final inking process. I don't know if it's just me, but I enjoy the sketching process so much more than the inking process. Maybe it's because when I sketch, I like being messy with it, while when I sketch, I limit myself creatively. Well, anyways, for these magical girls, I wanted to give them weapons that fit their fruit and their personalities. And for strawberry, I chose a giant fork because when I think of strawberries, I think of strawberry shortcake, so we're going with that. I may have gone a little overboard with all the strawberry themes, like the strawberry buns, the strawberry earrings, the strawberry top and skirt, the strawberry themed choker, and the strawberry themed armbands. Wow, that's a lot more strawberry theming than I thought. Well, it's too late to go back. I also added some white seeds on the skirt of her ensemble. It kinda looks more like Minnie Mouse than a strawberry, but I digress. Added some highlighting and shading to finish the design, and here's Strawberry as a magical girl. Other than those stupid fucking shoes, I think I did pretty good. She's most likely the leader of the group and is probably super hyper all the time, and the others have to reel her in, but they still love her. The second fruit I'll be drawing is banana. I really wanted to do banana because when I was coming up with ideas for fruit as magical girls, I wanted to give her a Farrah Fawcett haircut to mimic banana bunches. And here we are! For her magical girl weapon, I decided on a bow that looks like a banana. Originally, I gave her a boomerang, but I didn't have a lot of ideas with the poses, so unfortunately, no boomerang. But maybe next video, we'll have a fruit as a magical girl with a boomerang. Maybe. I split up the top and bottom of her outfit to make it look better than a solid dress would. Also, the tied shirt bits sort of look like bananas. If you squint. I gave her long sleeves because I thought it would work well with the long and elegant look I was going for. However, it's not practical at all for her, but I'd argue magical girl outfits are not practical, so I guess that makes me feel like I'm doing something right here. This design reads more as 70s disco than magical girl, but whatever. I think she's the grooviest magical girl out there. I wanted her to be tall and lanky, like a banana. She's certainly the tallest out of the 4, and is the one who grounds them all when they go crazy. You might say they go bananas. I'm sorry, I'll shut up now. I don't know. I also gave her banana accessories because magical girls need accessories. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. To finish up this design, I added highlights and shading, and here she is. Banana as a magical girl. She looks so cute. I'm actually really happy with this design. I think the simple color scheme really tied together the whole design. Even the shoes look good. Now, let's move on to the next fruit to turn into a magical girl. The third fruit I'll be drawing as a magical girl is peaches. Now I think this one is really cute, but it's the one I have the least to talk about. It was very in my comfort zone, which, although it's cute, I feel like I could have pushed it a little farther, but I digress. Her magical girl weapon was also pretty simple, so I turned the pit and the peach into a shield to protect her friends. I also added some details on the shield so it doesn't look too plain. Now, a sweet fruit equals a sweet girl. So I focused on her facial expressions, which, out of all of them, is probably the best looking face I've done. Like, look at it, it's so cute! I also like the subtle tooth gap in her big expressive eyes. Now, at first, when I was coming up with designs, I originally intended on little afro pigtails, but then as I was scrolling through Pinterest, I saw these amazing braids. I believe they're called bubble braids. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. They were just so fun to draw. I also made 2 buns and gave them little leaf hair ties. I don't know what I really did for the top, but I do know I did a bubble skirt to mimic the roundness of a peach. Again, the shoes were the weakest link in the design, so we're gonna just brush those aside under the carpet. What shoes? I see no shoes here. You must be mistaken. I end the design by highlighting and shading everything like always. Here's Peach as a magical girl. I think she turned out very adorable, and I had a pretty enjoyable time drawing her. I'll be honest, writing her script took an ungodly amount of time. Now, let's move on to the final fruit. The last fruit is a lemon as a magical girl. Now, you could argue that the other designs are closer to the traditional magical girl look, but this one is pushing the absolute limits of what a magical girl is. I wanted the sourness of the lemon to influence the look of the magical girl design, so I went for a punk magical girl. And what's more punk than a giant knife as your magical girl weapon? For expression, I gave her a defiant look to her, and it almost looks like she had a slice of a lemon, so I think it fits. For her hairstyle, I gave her 3 buns with yellow tinted sunglasses that she's holding up in the pose. I also gave her some lemon earrings as well as some mismatch fishnet arm warmers. Now, the top is hard to describe, but the top's supposed to mimic a lemon slice. Now, the pants I gave her have graffiti and doodles all over them, as well as an extra accessory on her belt loop. Now I think the color of the pants might throw people off from thinking it was a lemon and lean more to a lime, but that aside, I really like the pants. Her shoes aren't the worst pair I've drawn in this video, but they don't entirely capture the look I wanted. added some shading and highlighting, and here's Lemon as a magical girl. Now, though, she's probably the last thing anyone would think when they think of a magical girl, but I think she's pretty cool. I specifically like the pose I gave her. Now, here's all of them. Lined up together, I think though they're very different, it works well to make them complement each other very well. Now, if you guys want to see more fruit turned into magical girls, please comment below which ones I should do next. Now, I hope you have a great day or night. Bye!